Hey, so my name's Luffy, and today I wanted to talk to you about what I think Star Citizen does better than any other space game out there, which is immersion. Now, lots of space games like to talk about immersion. They like to say, we've got lots for people to do in the world that make them feel part of, the universe that they're trying to create. But I think you often find that that's very rarely true, and I think what sets Star Citizen apart is that everything that you experience is in universe. It's all diegetic, from the UI, which is actually part of your helmet visor, to what I'm doing right now, which is waking up for the first time on a planet after a patch when everything's wiped, and I'm physically getting out of my little hotel room and I'm walking towards a lift and I'm getting in the actual lift and the lift is taking me to the physical lobby of this space hotel, and I'm walking out and there's NPCs around. There's this whole extremely detailed setup here, and everything in Star Citizen is just extremely detailed. All the textures and everything, you can go and look in detail at them up close and they look phenomenal. Here's me walking out from the space hotel to look over this vista of this cyberpunk planet, and you can theoretically visit all of those buildings. There might not be much in them or anything like that, but you can actually go to them. So after a little while wandering around the city, we're going to go to the metro centre, and we're going to go and catch a train, an actual train. You can hear the tannoy going there. An actual train that will take you to, one of any number of destinations in the city. And now we have to wait for a train. Obviously, still a few bugs, as you may see from time to time. NPCs may jump around, but again, the sheer scale of having a physical train that runs through this city. They've got like 4 or 5 trains that run at the same time. Any player on this 100-player server can get on, and you're physically travelling through this cyberpunk city, which is called Lawville, on a planet that you are then going to get into your ship and fly away from. Without any loading screens. There's no interruption to your gameplay here, other than going into menus which are in terminals in the game. So you're not breaking immersion in any way. You're still being immersed in the game all the time. Everything's either appearing on your visor or in terminals. You're physically having to go to the hangar, as I'm doing now, taking a train from my space hotel to the hangar to get my ship. And obviously that could be another player there waiting for the train to go somewhere else. It's insane. The scale of it is insane. I'm on one planet in one city, and there's, however many, up to 10 now I think, planets, all with different, biomes and all that. Anyway, here we are at the hangars. I've physically moved all the way here from my space hotel, and I'm just going to recall one of my ships through this terminal, which you'll notice is a physical terminal that I actually have to manipulate. And I've requested delivery of my ship.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
And now it's waiting for me in an actual hangar. Crazy. That's crazy to me. That this exists in a game now that I can just pay money for. And I don't understand people that don't find that amazing. Here we are again, calling another physical lift. It's going to take me to the hangar. Shorten the sequence a little bit here. And here we are in the hangar with my ship. Drake Interplanetary Cutlass Black. Medium freighter / fighter. Traditionally more on the piratey side of things. It's good as a dropship. Got some good cargo space. And I'm just going to open the ramp at the back and walk onto my ship in this hangar. How cool is that? It's so cool. I know other single-player games may be able to do this, but we're on a server with 100 people in a hangar, and someone's in a hangar next to me, and so on and so forth. People are flying around outside this space station. People are having dogfights, 50 million miles away on a different planet right now on this server. All happening in real time, It's insane.
You are clear to launch.
My systems are online. I've requested launch. The hangar doors above me are opening. I've got a badass gunship. with a little mini turret on the top. And I'm just going to take off and get out of there, get out of this planet, get off the planet. For a game that is still in testing, you know, after 10 years obviously, but to have this experience is worth the money alone to me. You know, the fact that you can go from on foot, on planet, to this, to flying out of the atmosphere, is just, to me, is insane. You know, at this level of detail, I know in games like No Man's Sky, other games have done this before, but to this level of detail, with this level of control, and this level of immersion, I don't think there's another game that does it as well as this. I'm going to speed up this sequence here so you can see me leaving the planet. Yeah, there we go, now we left the atmosphere, we're in space. You actually see at the bottom of the screen there is a space station that we can actually visit. We could fly there right now. Space station, players could be there, shops there, dock our ship, do loads of stuff. But we're just going to jump to another planet, quantum jump. A way of almost fast travelling, but obviously you know it's simulating travelling faster than the speed of light. So you know you just line up to a planet, let your quantum drive spool, and then away you go. You know, obviously I'm using the cinematic camera here, but you can conduct all this in first person. It doesn't break your immersion at all. There is obviously a little bit of lag if you if you haven't got a high-end PC, but look at this, it's amazing. Now I'm just at a completely different planet. It could be anyone here doing anything, who knows. And here's me going back to the space station that we saw earlier, and I've requested landing permission with the ATC. And here we are, just flying in to land at a random hangar, sorry, at this space station. Obviously a little bit tricky. You can use the cinematic camera to line yourself up if you need to, but you don't have to if you get good enough. You never have to break that first person view. Here we are in the station. We've been on a nice little trip to show you the immersion of Star Citizen, and I just think it's incredible. Like I say, I paid 35 Great British pounds for it, and that alone is incredible. Just being able to do this small game loop, to me. And there's so much more to the game than that. There's missions. There's, you know, you name it. You live your best space life. You can probably do it. So. Anyway, that's my attempt at some kind of video essay on immersion in Star Citizen. But, you know, if you're going to spend 35 quid on a space game, you know, why would you not buy this? Yeah? Anyway, peace out.